สวัสดีค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ May you be happy. Welcome to this Sunday's live edition of Divine Feminine Rising Prayer Circle with Rajani Daphne. It's an honor for me to be here to share with you the magic of acceptance, welcoming what is already here. Why would we want to do such a thing? Because resistance is futile, because what we resist persists. And a lot of times it's the things we don't like that we resist. And so when we continue to resist something that we don't like, whether that being the things that surround us on the external world, like a certain kind of food or a certain kind of people, or the qualities or characteristics of ourselves or the things we have done in the past that we don't like about ourselves. So those are the things we tend to push away, to brush under the rug, to ignore. And they can tend to fester. And it's like a wound. If you don't care for your wound, it can get infected. And then it can continue to spread if we don't take care of that infection. So from a minor flick, tear on the skin, it can turn into an infection and a loss of certain areas of your body, possibly. And so how do we be with something we don't like? Whether that being something on the external world or something within us. And that's where welcoming, where acceptance, where surrendering comes into play. Acceptance can bring such a harsh feeling within us because sometimes we think, well, if we accept this thing, then it's going to take over us and then it's going to destroy us in a way. This infection can eat me, can destroy me. And so we put up this guard of shielding to protect ourselves. And oftentimes that is misused. So we put up a wall to protect ourselves, whether it be this cut on the skin, but this infestation continues. So the protection or the shield or the wall that we erect or the distance we create from this discomfort doesn't really protect us in the end. And so how do we deal with the difficulty of what's already here? Like my shirt says, be brave and be kind. Be brave and be kind. So it requires at least these two basic skills, being brave. Tying in being brave. So we're going to do a physical exercise. This is a little bit of Qigong. So bringing your hands together at the heart, we're going to create a sense of being brave, of strength from within. So feeling your two hands together at the heart, your thumbs resting on your heart. Breathing in and breathing out. Just feeling that resting of the heart. Feeling into your body, your physical presence that's here, connected to the earth. Breathing in presence and breathing out presence. And the next move, we're going to breathe in. We're also going to use our arms. So inhale. And just feeling that motion of almost like scooping and putting it into your heart. Breathing in and opening up your arms and gathering from the earth into your heart. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, scooping this richness of abundance in the world. into the body. And so if you realize that this richness, this abundance is all around us, the richness from the sun, the abundance from the sun, the strength that feeds the plants, which feeds the animals. If you eat animals or if you eat plants, the sun nourishes the plant and gives you strength. And so we're gathering in this abundance of resources that's already here. So consciously bringing in this abundance into our core, our bodies. The exercise of gathering strength and courage. And now, feeling in your heart and your body that warmth, that strength that is already within you. And remember that you can just also breathe to bring in that life, that sun, that nourishment into your body at any time for the extra strength and vitality. So that's the first part, is having courage. The second part is to welcome what's already here. So if you can imagine a garden that you are tending. So a beautiful plot of land or even a pot of soil. And you want to tend to this particular plant. And this particular plant is not so beautiful. It's not a flower, at least not yet anyway. And it looks like a weed. And something you don't really want. So typically you would just pull it out of the soil. So instead of pulling it out, we're actually going to tend to this pot of soil with this unwanted plant. So the first step is to welcome what is already here. Like you, we all want to be accepted, want to be seen. And this plant simply just wants to be acknowledged that it's here. It's valid. There's nothing wrong with me. So seeing the plant for what it is, something that's alive, something that is here, something that is present, something that is also breathing in this sun, this life energy that's around us, just like you and me. So tending, just holding space for this plant to exist, this unwanted plant. Seeing this plant for what it is. Notice what emotions might be coming up. Is it disgusting? Is it ugly? Is it not seemly? Not sightly? Something you don't really want to look at? Just notice what emotion rises up within you. Like tending to that plant, you want to tend also to your own emotion that is rising within you. So just tending, creating space, holding that, just seeing it. There's that emotion. Just letting it rise, bubble up, just letting that bubble rise up and out. And if it wants to stay and hang around, just notice it, just observe it, and just see it. There you are. Keep breathing. If you need to, breathing in the sun, this life energy that's around us, to help create more space, more acceptance, more willingness to be with what is. I'd like to share with you a little poem by Mandy DeCrock. Accept me for who I am, and I'll do the same for you. Don't try to change at all. Just to yourself be true. We all have faults and failings. It's what makes us all so real. No one can be perfect. With this we have to deal. I love you with your weaknesses. I've learned that I have mine. We all learn to deal with change. It just takes a little time. So be patient with yourself, and I'll be patient too. You've given me the greatest gift, the perfect gift of you. And as you be with this thing, this plant, this emotion that has arisen within you, there's a gift in seeing, and that is freedom. And for a plant, the plant flowers because you allow the plant to be and to continue, and you see this plant bloom into a flower just like any plant. And that's the gift from being with, from tending to the plant. As for your own emotions and feelings that arises, as you continue to sit with it, breathe with it, letting it be and letting it out, you're airing this feeling that's been stuffed inside that you've been resisting, and it releases as tears of emotions. Welcome that, and just letting the air through your breath, continuing to air out this difficult emotion. And with a little bit of time, a little bit of tending, and a lot of love, you'll find your way out to the freedom from this particular thing that you have been avoiding. And through acceptance, you will be free. That concludes this morning's sharing. I hope it's been helpful to you. Feel free to share. And remember to be kind to yourself and be kind to all beings, even the plant, the weed that you think is something you don't like and don't want to be with. So be brave, be kind, and I appreciate you and I love you for being here with me, creating a kind humanity for all beings to be together. So Sawadee. May you be happy, and namaste.